Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Longchamp Racecourse here on Sunday. It is the 15th of May, 2022. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Longchamp, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and join me Friday and Saturday. Friday for my Pimlico special preview from Pimlico, and Saturday for my Preakness preview from Pimlico also. It's gonna be a good week of racing, so I hope you join for that. But today is the French 2,000 and 1,000 guineas from Paris Longchamp, so let's look at those races and all the other stakes races on the program. So let's start with the second race, which is the Prix de la Seine handicap, Prix de la Seine stakes. It's listed stakes going for a purse $62,500. Race for 3-year-olds here. Field of 6 horses. Fillies going the distance of ground of 2,200 meters or a mile 3/8 on the turf course. Gonna take here the number 1 horse, Know Thyself, as a top selection. Let's go 1-4-3 in the tri-cash trifecta. 1-4-3 tri-cash trifecta. Top selection of 1 horse, Know Thyself. 3 followed by Galileo. Christophe Soumillons on this one. 4-5. The horse's most recent appearance came the 10th of April here at Longchamp. Heavy ground, a mile and 1/8, 1,800 meters in Group 3. Pre-Venture Stakes, and the horse finished second by 1 3/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of stalled all the way around the race course. Couldn't get the good turn of foot on the demanding ground, maybe just a little bit too wide around the bend. With a longer run to that first bend, a little quicker ground, I think this horse could be in a more realistic spot than the horse was last time out. 2 back at Saint Cloud on the 19th of March, 1 mile listed stakes, and the horse finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths that day. And he moved a little bit late, but it wasn't anything spectacular. First off the bench, the horse definitely needed the race. And then Leon Petty on the 10th of October, 1 mile at Tyrrell main race. The horse went by a neck that day, and he had a good inside post, just speed from the rail, and he held on to the victory. A major improvement off the race forward came at Deauville, 1 mile at Tyrrell main race, where the horse finished 4th by 1 3/4 lengths. Wasn't an ideal wide posture that day. He got going very late in the run, where he just kind of hit the wall then after that. But coming here to a mile 3/8, which this horse is bred for, with the Galileo on as the sire, I think this horse is crying out for run. I'm going to take it here today. So to recap my selections for the second from Longchamp, it's the Prix de la Seine Prix de la Seine stakes. Let's take the 1 horse, Know Thyself. 1-4-3 for me in the tri-cash trifecta. Let's get to the 4th race, the co-feature on the program. It's the Group 1 POULE de ESSAI de POULICHES. It's the French 1,000 guineas. It's a Group 1 event going for a purse of $567,000. Race for 3-year-olds here. Fillies, 15 of them are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. I'm going to take here the 3-horse Times Square. Let's go 311 in your forecast exacta. 311 forecast exacta. Top selection of 3-horse Times Square. 3 followed by Zarak. Maxime Guion is on this one for Christophe Verlaine. The horse's most recent outing came in the Group 3 Prix de la Gorette at Longchamp. 1 mile yielding around the 17th of April. And the horse finished 7th by 4.5 lengths. Going a mile here at Longchamp, you need to have good position out of the gate early on. This horse was drawn 8 of 9 that day, and didn't have forwardly pace that day out of the gate. Was wide around the bend, which cost me. The wheels were spinning. It was a very tough race first off the bench. With lower post right here today, which I think is to the horse's benefit, has some forwardly pace. I think this horse could really run a good race. And second off the bench, this horse really should be bouncing to run a good race. 2 back, the horse ran the Group 1 Prix Marcel Boussac at Longchamp, 1 mile on the 3rd of October. And the horse finished second by 1 3/4 lengths. Stalked, had a decent turn of foot, just couldn't catch the winner, Zeal, who just had the jump on her. But not a bad run for her there. And then at Deauville on the 21st of August, 1 mile listed stakes. The horse finished 3rd by 2 3/4 lengths that day. Just kind of stalked, a little bit flat late, maybe needed the race there. And then at Clairefontaine on the 4th of August, 7 furlong soft ground, Tyrrell novice race. The horse finished second by 1 3/4 lengths by Zelda. Again, she had a great track position. She quickened up, but just got beat by a little classier horse that day. And then she went quite easily before then. Debut nearly going a mile at Deauville in a main race, winning by 1.5 lengths, and all around easy race. She's definitely been on the improve. She gets a good inside posture. She has some forwardly pace. I think at 15-1, she's sitting on a very good race. You can't throw out the 11 horse here, Acer Alley. Christophe Soumillons on this one. Most recently in the Prix de la Gorette, the horse needed the race. She really never got going. Before that, in the Prix Marcel Boussac, the horse really couldn't handle the heavy ground there. But the race before that, she runs a race like she did in the Prix La Rochette. She could definitely win against these horses. Or she runs a race like she did last June in her maiden victory at Saint Cloud. Definitely could win against these horses. It's a good posture, second off the bench, a little quicker ground. I'm going to take a shot with her, but I do prefer Times Square before her. But to recap my selection for the 4th from Paris Longchamp, it's the Group 1 POULE de ESSAI de POULICHES. Let's take the 3-horse Times Square. We'll give kudos to the 11 horse Acer Alley. 311 forecast exacta. we'll use both of them in the place pot. The fifth race now from Longchamp to feature Group 1, POULE d'Essai de Poulains, the French 2,000 Guineas. It's a Group 1 event going for a purse of $680,500, race for 3-year-olds here. 16 of them are going 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. I'm going to take the 13 horse here, Ancient Rome. I'm going to go 13-7 in your forecast exacta. 13-7 forecast exacta, top selection 13 horse, Ancient Rome. It's a 3-year-old colt by Warfront. Andre Farb trained as one. Tar Marquand comes in from the UK to ride this horse for Michael Tabor, who owns this horse. The horse's most recent outing came in the Group 3 Prix de Fontainebleau Longchamp, 1 mile on the 17th of April, and the horse finished 6 by 3 lengths that day, and never really quickened up. You know, he just never really got going. He didn't show that 2-year-old form. Probably needed the race there off the bench. Coming here with a very good poster, second off the bench, forwardly paced. I think this horse could really run a better race than he did last time out. 2 back of Saint-Cloud on the 23rd of October, 1 mile in the Group 1 Term Day International, and the horse finished second by a half length. He stalked all the way around the race course, had good position. Angel Blue just got to this horse late, but there was nothing bad about that race. And then prior to that, in the Group 1 Prix Jean-Luc Lagardiere at Longchamp, 7 furlongs, the 3rd of October, he finished third by 1.5 lengths. If he had a better poster, he probably would have won by open lengths, but with a wide poster on demanding ground, he never saved some ground, and it cost him. Angel Blue just had that dream trip to win that day, but the horse ran his heart out from that 9 barrier. And then before then, the Group 3 Prix de Guineas at Longchamp, 1 mile, 9th of September, winning by 2 lengths. That was the benefit of a very good poster. He had the farley pace and kept going. He won his first 3 races lifetime. One before then, a conditions race at Deauville, very nicely on demanding ground, and then broke the maiden before that at Deauville, going 7.5 in a maiden race, winning by length. A little green late, but he still got the job done. Coming here, you know, with a better poster, second off the bench, I think he'll be a lot fresher horse than he saw in the Prix de Fontainebleau, and I think he's sitting on a very good run. 12-1, I absolutely love the price. Don't throw out the 7 horse here in Modern Games. William Buick's on this one for Godolphin and Charlie Appleby. You know, this horse has been quite amazing. We all know what happened, though, in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile last year, though, at Del Mar going a mile, where the horse won by 1.5 lengths, and he basically won it on the from the rail post. Just about ran a massive second race finish, but was the winner with the parimutuel odds. But this horse, you know, put on a show that day, even though the stablemates weren't really so clear with him. Before then, Tattersalls at Newmarket, he won by 2.5 lengths. Again, from a great tracking position, he won quite easily and won at Doncaster very, very easily. Big question will be, it's not going to be fast grounded, but it's not going to be heavy. If he can handle a slight give in the ground, you know, he could really run a good race here today. His worst race has come on races with slight gives in the ground, like that race at Leicester in August, where he just couldn't get a good handle of it. But you know, good horses can overcome that. At 5-2, we'll use him, but I do prefer Ancient Rome way over him before that. But to recount my selection for the 5th from Paris Longchamp, it's the Group 1 POULE d'Essai de Poulains, the French 2,000 Guineas. Let's take the 13 horse Ancient Rome. Give kudos to the 7 horse Modern Games. 13-7 forecast exacta. 13-7 in your place pot. The 7th race now from Longchamp. It's the Group 3 Prix de Saint-Georges Stakes. It's a Group 3 event going for a purse $91,000. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards. 8 horses are dashing 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the Longchamp turf course, which I believe has a special name, but I just can't think of it right now. Please comment below. But if you know it. But my top selection, I'm going to go with the 3 horse Bernil as a top selection. Let's go 3-6 in your forecast exacta. 3-6 forecast exacta. Top selection of 3 horse Bernil. This 5-year gelding by Lupe de Vega. Christophe Soumillon's on this one. The horse's most recent outing came made on the 26th of March. 6 furlongs in the Group 1 Alquaz Sprint. And the horse finished 10th by 7.25 lengths that day. And, you know, just showed a little bit early on, but then completely hit the wall. Definitely needed the race there. Cutting back to 5 with a give in the ground, which this horse absolutely adores. I think the horse can run a lot better. 2 back, the horse ran in conditions race Shanti, 6.5 furlongs on the 1st of March, and he finished 4th by 4.25 lengths that day. He was drawn just a little bit too wide for my liking, and for his liking also. He never really had the good turn a foot late. It just wasn't his day to win. And then here in the Prix de l'Alabay de Longchamp at Longchamp, 5 furlongs, 3rd of October, he finished 14th by 24 lengths. Very, very heavy ground on the course that afternoon, and you had to be very, very forwardly paced. This horse completely crumbled. It wasn't his day to win, but he won the prep race before that on good ground here quite easily. 5 furlongs in the Group 3 Prix de Corvette, won by 3.5 lengths. It's a very tough 5 furlongs here at Longchamp. It's a horse for course kind of course, and he destroyed the field that day, winning quite easily. And then a Shanti 5 furlongs in listed stakes. last June. He finished second by 1/4 lengths, and it took him a little bit of time to get going. But he showed potential. Coming here with a good post draw, I'm going to use him. The 6-horse Air de Vals is your second likeliest winner. His most recent race in the Alcatraz Sprint, he wasn't keeping up with those very good horses. But he's another horse coming back here to Longchamp, where he's run very well in the past, running very well in those Group 3 races here in France over the 5 furlongs. I'll give him a shot also at 3-1 in this very wide open sprint. But to recount my selections for the 7 from Longchamp, it's to Group 3, Prix de Saint Georges, going to take the 3-horse Barneel. Give kudos to the 6-horse Air de Vals, 3, 6, 4 Cas Exacta. Use them both in your plays pod. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.